So we get Cowboys Nation tap in real quick. So this right here is obviously a picture of former NFL safety and Dallas Cowboys legend Darren Woodson. Safety Darren Woodson, man. Darren Woodson is one of the greatest safeties to ever play this game, man. And I do believe to a certain degree Darren Woodson at times did get overshadowed. I didn't grow up in, you know what I'm saying, the dynasty days of the '90s, so I didn't really witness firsthand the Dallas Cowboys winning those Super Bowls, but like I guess you could say Darren Woodson did get overshadowed by other talented players, you know, from those '90s teams and things like that. But Darren Woodson was definitely a transcendent and player for the Dallas Cowboys and for the safety position in the NFL and football in general. And he was one of those first cornerbacks that did, you know what I'm saying, was able to play linebacker, safety, and a nickel position as well. So he was very versatile. And you know, Darren Woodson has been retired for about 20 years now, a little over 20 years, which means he's been eligible for the Hall of Fame for about 15, a little bit over 15 years, right? And Darren Woodson has yet to crack and become a Hall of Fame inductee. And I feel like the NFL, they do this to kind of really belittle and humble some of our former Dallas Cowboys superstars. They did it to Drew Pearson. We seen the, you know, the news coverage and things like that surrounding Drew Pearson when he became a Hall of Fame finalist. They had the cameras on him live and everything, and then when the results came out, he didn't get inducted. And I feel like they're certainly kind of socially engineering that and doing the same thing to Darren Woodson. Darren Woodson is the leading tackler in franchise history. You know, when you're writing a book about safeties, you know what I mean? Like, you can't necessarily leave Darren Woodson out. You know what I mean? I get you. You can talk about Ronnie Lott. You can talk about Ed Reed. You can talk about Troy Polamalu. And even other great safeties like what Sean Taylor could have been, and all this other things. The list goes on. But like Darren Woodson was like that. Like I said, he was able to play three different positions: safety, linebacker, and also nickel cornerback. You know what I mean? Like he was one of those versatile, transcendent safeties. And what you want out of your safety, what you want out of a defensive player, Darren Woodson was that physical, willing to come downhill and take your head off and also cover. You know what I'm saying? So like Darren Woodson, you know what I'm saying, represented the star pretty well. He also represented the Dallas community well, man. He's doing pretty great. He needs